I'm Blue. I am a volunteer at the IPRC, and I'm also a volunteer with the Portland Zine Symposium. And today we're doing an event called AmaZine Day, which is a new mini zine fest that's happening 3 times a year at the IPRC and organized by the Portland Zine Symposium to supplement our yearly convention.
So what's going on today?
Essentially, it's a mini zine fest, and there are lots of tablers, and each tabler has about a tabloid paper sized area, so 11 by 17 is about the guide. And so there are about 4 people per table, and we have lots of different tablers, and we have beer that was donated by Ninkasi, and pizza and soda from Hot Lips, and so we're also providing refreshments and food for people to enjoy as they mill about the mini zine marketplace.
Excellent.
This is the first ever that we're doing, and so far we've had a really great turnout. We have some really great tablers, and Hazel Newlevant, and Sam Chickadee, and Lily Craw, and Lucy Bellwood, and Asher Craw, who are all graduates of the IPRC certificate program. And we have Sarah Murk, who does Dill Pickle Club.
There she is back there. Sarah Murk.
And we have Stumptown Underground, which is my anthology project. We have Press Gang, which is Jason Levian of Floating World, and Francois. Great town for Wind.
Stumptown Underground comics.
And this is Press Gang, which with Francois.
Is it right if we record you guys?
No, erase it.
I also refuse to talk though on video. I'm just a pretty face. You guys having fun?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
Francois, would you mind telling us about Press Gang?
Yes, I would mind. No, Press Gang is a collective of 3 publishers, all from Portland. So there's Family Style, which I run, Floating World Comics, which Jason runs, and Zach couldn't be here today, but he runs Study Group. And so we're 3 different publishers, and we do these shows together, and we kind of create a Voltron-like amalgamation that's greater than some of its parts, maybe.
We're like 3 MCs and 1 DJ.
Yeah, exactly. Who's the DJ, though?
Blue.
Yeah.
Me.
Whoa, I'm not involved.
And Press Gang's got a new home, right?
Yeah, that's right. Press Gang has a little office here in the IPRC, so we're sub-leasees of the IPRC too.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, what are you guys' names?
I'm Cheyenne.
Cheyenne.
And I'm Sarah.
And Sarah, can you tell us a little bit about your zine?
Well, today we have 2 of our poetry zines, as well as a zine for classrooms. And we're just excited.
And they're just $6 each.
Some of our musings.
I was on Wahoo.
So why would you guys prefer to do, or why do you do a zine when you could just be out blogging?
Oh man, I have not touched a blog. We recently got a website in order to supplement our zine.
To supplement,
making.
right,
Yeah, it's
good.
totally as a supplement, just to kind of keep that connectivity, but
Yeah.
zines are the way to go.
Yeah? Why so?
I just, even though I've only done one sort of copy and paste version, we do these on the computer, I just love the feeling of the paper and the smell of it, and the heat coming off the printer, and we just invested in our first long arm stapler.
Oh, congratulations.
Clever Hans, and we love it.
What's its name?
Clever Hans.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
It's good to name your stapler.
Yeah. Well, and I think there's something about like having it frozen. Like I feel like it interrupts the like self-critique, or because like all of a sudden it exists and you have to just like let it go, let it be and exist.
Right, and it doesn't just disappear off the screen.
Yeah. Well, and even though like we give ours out for free, like we ask that people let us stamp them. I think like the relationship thing. There's something about like handing people your stuff and like I don't know, the exchange.
Yeah.
I dig it.
Good.
It's nice.
Good. Well, we're really glad to see you here. Thanks for coming.
Where was the craziest place you went on a cruise ship?
Okay, can you tell us your name?
Yeah, my name's Lucy Bellwood. I'm a cartoonist and illustrator living here in Portland. The comics I have at my table today are part of a series called Baggy Wrinkles, which is about living life as a tall ship sailor in the 21st century, which is what I do when I'm not living in Portland making comics. Where I got And the second issue of this series, called Sea of Ink, was made here at the IPRC.
I don't know what day it
It's
is.
all about nautical tattoos and what they mean. There's a magical secret significance that most people do not know surrounding all these kinds of tattoos. So there's some cool ones. You can get dragons or pigs and roosters or swallows, huge tall ships, shellback turtles, bunch of different stuff. And this comic was all drawn as part of the IPRC certificate program in comics and independent publishing, which I graduated from last year.
You can like get a trial membership.
And it was a blast. I can't thread this needle while I'm talking, so I'm not going to try.
All right, thank you very much.
So yeah, that's the end of my story.
Thank you.
Membership.
Hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Sarah Merck, and this is my little comic called In Defense of LA. I made it here at the IPRC. It's I went on a trip to Los Angeles. I was there for about 3 weeks. I thought I would hate the city, but instead I kind of fell in love with it. So this zine,
With LA?
Yeah, I fell in love with LA. Yeah, and so this zine is all about why. There's some awesome things in LA, like tiny dogs everywhere. There's lots of tiny dogs. There's people that offer you vodka for your horchata on the street. There's lots of Art Deco buildings, and you need sunglasses all the time because it's actually sunny there. Those are just 4 of the things that I love about LA, and I was happy to put them into the zine because people kept asking me how my trip went, and I could just hand them this little booklet instead of having to explain myself constantly about why I actually really kind of like LA.
Right. Excellent. What else do you do besides making comics?
Besides making comics, I'm a writer for the Portland Mercury, where I do news. I'm also working on a book about relationships, for which I made these posters. They say, "Don't fake orgasms." Good relationship advice.
Don't do it.
And where can someone get one of these if they wanted to pick one up?
It's limited edition, only here at the Zine Fest.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks.
I'm Stepanka.
Zach.
And we made these. They're one of a kinds. And they're primarily photography.
And you bound them using a sewing machine, right?
This one, yeah. Each cover is different, but yeah, we either hand stitched it or used a sewing machine.
Nice. Thank you.
This is Aaron Nell Steinke, and he has, this is a good one, cat super crazy cat dance, big plans. Aaron.
Hi, Aaron.
And Serena, this is a cool cat.
Yeah, I
There's a giant book of poetry.
Hi, Serena. Thank you.
Zine thing here today.
And Sparkplug.
Oh, Sparkplug Comics.
And
Hi,
Emily.
Emily.
Video.
Well, this is Virginia's stuff. This is Milky Boots and from State Booty, and this is Sparkplug.
Ah, Sparkplug
okay.
over here. Okay. Sparkplug Comics.
Oh, and Kanoko is here.
Kanoko is here with the Epic of Gilgamesh.
You can get her waving.
Hi, Kanoko. What's your name?
Oh, I'm Jack Hott.
Jack Hott.
The focus is David Cooper.
Okay.
This is Drink Primer.
Yeah. This is actually really cool. This is a nice cover with a stamp on it.
It was letterpressed, actually.
Oh, is it letterpress?
Yeah, he told me it was
letterpress. And a nice inside with all kinds of drinks in it.
Excellent.
Yeah, he had to go 10 bar.
I'm Fiona Avocado. I'm a comic artist in the comics program. We're just wrapping up this comics program.
I'm Aaron Brisea. I'm also in the comics program, and I run a site called Chainsaw Comics and do a daily journal comic called My Life in Scribbles.
Nice. And so these are some of your publications?
Yeah, so I've got, these are the one-year collections of My Life in Scribbles with bonus stuff in the back. This is a Chainsaw Comics anthology I did with 25 artists, and we're taking submissions for the next one. The theme is going to be joy, and you can find more info on that at chainsawcomics.com.
Okay. And then Ghost Stories, this is your final project in the certificate program, right? In the comics program? Nice.
It's a 16-page comic with 3 kids sitting around a campfire telling ghost stories that are either true or they believe to be true.
Nice. Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Fiona, can you tell us a little bit about your comics that you have here?
Yeah, totally. So here is a comic I did as my undergraduate thesis a little over a year ago called Pedagogy as Dissent. It explores autobiographical comics as radical pedagogy, radical politics. I focus on Nicole Schulman and a lot of the work from artists from World War III illustrated. It's in comic format. You can see it there. And then here is a comic I actually made at the IPRC last night. It's a compilation of my work from the past year. It includes diary comics, sketches, and other stuff.
There's the inside of the IPRC with
yeah, there's the Yeti sighting at the IPRC. You'd be like, to your right, it's over there.
Right there. Nathan the Yeti.
Anyways, so this is just a compilation of my work from the past year, and then this is a teaser comic for Jane, which is my final project for the comics program. It's going to be a 32-page comic that's going to be screen printed. Have screen printed covers, I should say, excuse me. And yeah, here were some pages I had done at the time that I printed this, and I have one page left to illustrate. So yeah, that'll debut at the Zine Symposium.
Cool. Congratulations to both you guys on almost finishing the comics program.
Thanks.
Thank you.
My name is Jason, and I'm selling all these zines and collected works from other artists too.
And you just moved here from Hawaii, right?
Yep, just moved here from Hawaii.
Welcome to town.
Thanks. We have coloring book style. We have some that are photography zines, blank notebooks, illustration zines like Andy Reminter. Also have small fold-out style ones. Full color zines, bookmarks, some badges too for the button people.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yep.